Okay, I've got the microphone on. Welcome, everyone. And this is another wonderful edition of our Volcano Eruption live stream. And right now we're looking at the observatory camera because the other views are just horrible. Here's your view from the harbor. And here's the other view that's still buffering. This one wouldn't have been too bad, but around and around that circle goes, and that drives me crazy. Anyway, welcome everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and it is Saturday, December 11th, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And definitely looking forward to tonight's stream. We'll see what we can do with Candy Cane Lane tonight. So all cool. Anyway, we'll get at things here. Welcome to my wonderful moderators. Arizona Snowman is in the house, as well as Piggy. And let's see, did Paulzilla make it in here? I didn't see him yet. I was busy doing other things. So the other two moderators are Paul Zilla typically, and C&D boy Bob from out in Vancouver Island. So anyway, glad to have you moderators on board. You do a fantastic job, and thank you very much for being here. And let's see, the other stuff that we want to get at. Yeah, I tried with my computer. I thought I'd get everything ready, and I can tell you right now, if I had a shot at giving somebody a pop in the mouth, it'd be the owner of Microsoft. I did Windows updates, and now I'm trying to get the cameras working on there, and no way can I get any of my cameras working because it wants to redirect the plugins to some Google Chrome store, which apparently will work with Edge, but it doesn't turn around and want to download the correct web drivers for me. So I'm just frustrated to say the least. It is silly, though, that, and it's every time you do one of these Windows updates, this is what happens. There is no consistency, and I urge everyone out there to protest. Oh, okay, on that note, let's stop with the griping and get on with the stream. If you are seeing top chat or live chat on top of your chat box, that means you are actually seeing it live as it is happening. If you happen to see top chat replay or live chat replay, that means you can no longer interact with those people in the chat box because the stream is already over. That means that they won't be there. They'll all have gone home, and some of them will be eating cookies. We know who that is. We know who the Cookie Monster is. But anyway, we won't even mention his name just yet. I'm going to say hi to a bunch of other people right away. But first off, those people, if you are watching the replay afterwards, I do really applaud you. Thank you for doing so. And you can still make regular comments just like any other video down below, and it's all good. So having said that, yeah, we will go see if we can hand out today's cookies, and I think you guys already know who got them, because I mean, who else is going to get them, right? That's the problem. He's greedy, and he is a cookie monster. No matter what he says and how innocent he proclaims to be, he is still a cookie monster. And there's no two ways about it. There we go. All right. Just getting these lined up here. There we go. And I think I got it right. And all good. So yeah, I'm going to start saying hello to people in there. And glad to have you all on board. I just wanted to kind of mention something this morning. I woke up with a very, very sore back. So if I sound a little bit groggy or a little tired right now, I did have to take some pretty strong pain meds. So if things don't flow quite as well as they should, that's why. Anyway, good evening to everyone. Glad to have you guys on board. And I'm going to start out with, let's see, we got Diane, Michael, Jay Donaldson, Scott Hartman, Talana, Lucas Snow, of course, Rebecca Patterson, and Kevin Haynes, Frosty username, Old Mummy of Hamsters, and glad to have you all on board. Let's see, Juliet also here, Linda Schoof made it back, Rebecca Patterson also in the house, Kate is here, Diane, Michael, I think we said your name already. Welcome anyway. Layla, welcome. Lisa P. Frampton also here. And going up some more. Andre, guten Abend. Let the Cookie Monster do this. Yeah, he's doing his thing apparently. Every day, you know, comes in, grabs the cookies. I don't know. I hide the key. He still seems to get in first. I have no idea what he's doing. Juliet is also in the house, as well as Stan Wingfield and Colin Taylor, Gabby Aswad, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Welcome, Gabby. And let's see, going up, Annie is back in the house as well. Alvast, welcome back. Ashcan also here, as well as going up some more. No, we got them. Long-haired lava. Welcome back. Glad to have you back on board. Hope you got the little one off to sleep. And Andre, guten Abend. I think we said that already. Johnny B. Welcome. And actually, I had a bunch of German people asking me where I'm actually from in Germany. And the little town is called Schulenburg, or Schulenburg, kind of halfway between Lübeck and Hamburg. And it's in Schleswig-Holstein. And of course, it's near Bad Oldesloe, or Bad Oslo, as they say in English. And hopefully that'll help some of you out, kind of pinpoint where that is. Let's see, who else popped in here? Pamela Moncure, Nancy Buchanan, I think I might have mentioned you already, but welcome anyway. Going up some more, trying to get the different names on here. Wormhand back in the house, good to see you. Getting up a little bit more here. Anna, guten Abend, and glad to have you here. Let's see, who else? Raymond made it back in. Sandy Bird also in the house. Glad to have you here. Adele also made it in. And going up the list a little bit more, see who else might have snuck in here while I wasn't looking. And the one that I did not see yet is that Kim Raudenbush guy, but I'm sure he's lurking around here, buffering somewhere. Snicker. Jeff Burke also here, and let's see, who else? Long-haired lava, we got Juliet, we got Ronnie Rhino also in the house. Good to see you. We got Colin Taylor a couple of times already, and going up some more. Boy, lots of people popped in, and I don't see any more up there, so no problem. Let's go back down to the bottom. Annie is in the house. Okay, Sharon Stewart also there. Adrian Weiss is back, and looking for others that I may have missed. Pat Murphy also here. Welcome. And going back up a little bit. Joe Sunflower back in the house. Good to have you on board. Oh, still trying. Okay, long-haired lava. Hopefully you get success. And Mandy Child also here, as well as Blue Moon. Welcome and welcome back. And all good to see all you good people. Steve Hamilton also in the house. And Douglas Anderson, if I didn't say your name already, got you twice, or at least we got you. Dodger also in the house. Jay Donaldson and Yona. Yona is from Iceland. Welcome. And the reason I say Yona instead of her other full name there, it is horribly hard for me to even try to think about pronouncing. I hope Yona doesn't mind me doing that. It's a lot easier for someone who doesn't speak Icelandic. Andre, what you got the sad face for? And me starts what? Me start with me? Oh, Andre, don't have a sad face. We see you there. Anyway, I think that's good for names for right now. And we will continue on here. Oh, Aurelio Perez is also in there. Wanted to mention Aurelio. And just so some of you know, Aurelio does send a lot of material in to me. And I really do appreciate it. And I do have to remind everyone, if you do send something to me, I may not always be able to use it. There are things of copyright restrictions and things like this that we have to kind of be careful of with some of the material. And we do have a lot of stuff coming in though. So if you do send it, please don't worry about it. Just send it, and I will kind of go through and see what we can use and what we can't use. And feel really good once we do get things though. So. And sometimes, like this morning, as an example, I had already had my perusal and downloaded a bunch of stuff, and then other people were sending me the same thing, which is absolutely fine. I don't mind. In case I would have missed it, then at least I have it, and we've got half a chance of putting it onto the stream. I see a few more people popped in. Aaron Horton and Karen and ESD. Welcome, you guys. Glad to have you on board. Resterum also made it back in. Good to see you, and thanks for showing up. Anyway, we've got very, very poor views tonight, and this is what's happened to one of them, and we don't see that, and this one is still buffering. And of course our above the cloud scene is the prettiest right now, and that is basically because it's the only one that really seems to be working and clear. And of course the moon is up there above the 2021 portion of the date, so it is lighting up the top sides of the cloud a little bit, but the bright spot is mostly due to the lighting up from underneath of the lava flows. So we know our volcano is still active to a degree, and what I wanted to point out here is this little spot right here. This is the top of our volcano eruption, and it is still got color to it. That means it is active. And we are definitely getting more lava flow continuing down the paths. Brian Rock Rail Fan also in the house. Welcome. Glad to have you on board. And let's see, did I miss anyone else sneaking in while I was talking? I think I got most of you. Linda, we got everyone ready for Christmas here. Oh, Christmas? When is that? Yeah, Christmas is coming for all those people. I think that's about 13 or 14 days. So you got kind of 2 weeks if you're still scrambling. I'm lucky I don't have to buy anything for anyone, and You know, I did pick up some chocolates for a few people, but that's all I needed to do, and I'm all good that way. And basically, I call it done shopping for Christmas, and I'll set my little tree up tomorrow and go from there. Anyhow, back to the volcano stream, and since we don't have a heck of a lot to look at, I did want to load up a couple of videos here, so I'm going to pop over to them and get them loaded. And of course, I was negligent in getting things loaded, trying to do all kinds of other things, and you know how that goes. It doesn't matter what you do, you end up running out of time and not doing the ones that you need to do. So we'll get a couple things up here though, and fulfill our lava requirements for the day. So here comes our first little clip. We need to see Dr. Fox be like mine with bunnies in it. Oh, okay. Anyway, so there is a little bit of lava. This was thrown out today, this morning, I guess. This lava flow was progressing down the hill, and this is a little bit further east of the existing lava flows. It's kind of filling up a dead void, I guess. And you see some of those larger boulders sliding down there. And again, this is, at this point, we're referring to this as block lava. And you can see they actually kind of played the same clip twice here. So we'll just let it go till it ends. And that gives you a pretty good idea of what's going on. And yeah, I think they did play it twice, or they zoomed in twice or something. I can't remember exactly what it was. Yeah, there it is. So it does look pretty lavally, and I wouldn't want to touch that. That'd be pretty darn hot. Somewhere around 1100 degrees Celsius, so about 2000 Fahrenheit, roughly. And you know, you don't want to be touching the material. So it is, like I say, I guess that's the second time they're running it through here, and made for a little longer clip, really. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of what that lava is looking like, and it is still flowing. That's the thing. So this volcano is not going anywhere yet. We're seeing it's slowing down a bunch, but it is not stopping. So that is neat, interesting, and hopefully it will continue for a little while. But I really don't want to see, you know, anything major happen. We'll open this next one up here as well, and there we go. I'll push that one live. Now, this one looks very similar to the other thermal imaging cam that we seen the other day, but this is actually 2 days later. So the one we had looked at before was on the 7th, and this next one that I've got here is on the 9th, is what they're saying when this came out. I hear my computer revving up. It may not like what I'm doing here. I still see the chat moving, so nothing locked up as of yet. At least I'm hoping not. And hopefully it'll calm itself back down. And I hear it revving though. Seriously, what? Oh, yeah. We'll talk about Kentucky in a minute. There's a lot of bad stuff that went on there, unfortunately. And anyway, here's the thermal cam. This looks very similar to what we had the other day, and but this one is on the 9th rather than the 7th, and it really does look about the same. So let's see, what can we do here to calm things down? And Alright, I want to load up the next one and let this one play for a few minutes. And then I've got two very interesting ones for you. And these next two I think you will really enjoy because they do show some interesting stuff. And I'll see if I can get them both loaded while this other one is playing. And it'll be pretty cool. So even the volcanologist was impressed with the videos. So I thought it was kind of neat. Anyway, so yeah, you can see the lava field, the way things are going there. And it is definitely doing its thing. And I'm going to switch it back to single screen for me here. And we'll get it back on. Oh, we switched. All right. It switched it all by itself. It wasn't supposed to do that, but here you go. You can look down inside one of those holes where you can see the lava moving from one point to another. So a lava tube entries and exits and collapses. So very interesting to see this. And you can see the rubble that dropped in afterwards from a minor collapse. But you can also see the exit porthole and the entry porthole for this lava tube. And it is kind of wild to be able to see that. And I thought it was neat. So that one was a very short one. The next one here is going to be a little bit longer. And the next video, if you look at this picture, and up in the top there, you can see that right at the very top, you can see the kind of a, what the heck was the word I was looking for? Boy, it was on the tip of my tongue, now I forgot. The little mound that it makes. Anyway, that hole that's furthest to the top, that's basically the one we're going to be looking at. And here we go. Hornito is the word I'm looking for. So look at how deep this lava trench is. And then see where there's holes in there where stuff is coming in. But watch at the top there. That hornito is actually produced by having 2 or 3 directional lava tubes coming in there and causing it to churn up and bubble up and then exit down further south. So if you look, you can see the 2 lava tubes, one up high, one down low, and you can see the hornito sticking up, which is pretty interesting. So, and that would have been covered up here in the forefront a little bit to be able to get that to bubble up like that and create its own little cone, if you will. And if you notice, there's another one just off to the left in the back a little bit more as well. What I really like is the fact that he tried to look right down into the hornito. One of the things you can see is a little bit of flutter around that. That means that material is still hot. And this is pretty cool, or pretty hot. So trying to see down inside a hornito. And this gives you a pretty good perspective of what it looked like, though, and how that can happen. So this is pretty awesome, and I thought it was neat. And there you can see the one in the background as well, and really, really cool to be able to see that stuff, guys. And that's something you normally don't get close-ups of. And I'm glad they did what they did, and looks awesome as far as I'm concerned. So I do give praise to IGME and their wonderful crew flying their drones around there. So awesome view, definitely. And let's see, Eva, I got you earlier there. Juliana is in the house, welcome. And let's see, who else snuck in? Daily Clayton, welcome as well. And okay, here we're taking a little bit of a tour down the the lava flow path. And you notice how it kind of curls up and in towards the opening at the top, and that's because of the way every time the level rises, it continues to do that, and it eventually makes itself its own tubes. That material will end up getting filled in the tops and make the tubes. If it just keeps a steady pace, it'll make a river-like flow. But here again on this corner, you can see there's a lava flow point that will probably go elsewhere, and at the end here you can see it's a dead end. It goes down into the tube. So that's kind of what we were looking at, and I thought it was kind of neat to be able to share that. And what do we got for views on the other screens right now? Very, very poor visibility from that one. This guy is still buffering. Not sure what I'm going to do if we end up having a shorter stream today or something because of this. I really don't know. But anyway, I didn't want to play this again, so I'm going to turn that one off, turn that one off. We want to go finish off this one since we still had a ways to go there that I think we missed some of it. So I'm going to let that play the last half of that, and we'll go from there. Bacon seeds review. We could do a bacon seed review. That might be something. Those boulders, are those boulder-sized lava balls coming from the volcano? It's baffling. Me seeing them flowing on the stream. Okay, it depends on which one we're looking at, ESD. And like the one where we seen it rolling down the hill where it was coming off, that boulder that we seen rolling all the way down, that was probably 1 meter in diameter, or about 3 feet in diameter, and then breaking up as it's going down. So yes, very large chunks, or block lava as we call it, when it gets a little cooler like that, and it kind of flows in chunky bits. So pretty cool. That looks like Mars. I don't know if you want to call that Mars. I don't think that's Mars, but I think that would be more like the surface of Venus, I think, is what it would really be like. And I think that would be fitting. If you're on Venus, you'd see those. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Evil eyes. No kidding, Aurelio. They definitely are. Yeah. Venus too hot. Yeah, you'll never survive on Venus. Maybe up in the somewhere up in the upper atmosphere there, where the temperatures are a little cooler and the pressure isn't so heavy, right? So Martian volcano eruption would be fun to watch. Joker Ace, if that was the case, I'd go I would go all out trying to capture a a Martian volcano. I would I'd throw my 2 bits in there to try to get enough funds to get a camera up there. I think that would be awesome. Although in practical terms, I don't think you're going to see anything on Mars erupting unless it gets struck by a very big meteor of some sort. And it just does not have the heat that we have inside our planet. So yeah, call Elon Musk, and I'm sure I can make a deal with Elon Musk. Is the Candy Cane lane open yet? Yes, Judy, it is open. Officially opened yesterday. Okay, not sure how busy it is yet, but we're going to try. Now, one of the things that kind of kiboshed my plans here is the way this thing is acting on the stream, and I got to rethink what the heck I'm going to do if I can't load the right drivers for my camera software, since Microsoft has done it again, and I'm really not happy about that. You know, last week it worked. This week, one update and things no longer work. And it frustrates the daylights out of me. And I've got nothing nice to say about Microsoft. So, yeah, you can probably hear that in my voice. No water on Mars. Gabby, no water that we can see. Okay? There could be water underneath in some areas. You may have some subterranean pools or lakes, just like you do here on Earth yet. Although they probably would be liquid, but you're not going to see a whole bunch of them. Let's see, I'm drinking coffee, much colder here in, it's colder. I'm sorry to hear that, Juliana. Yeah. Richard, I was watching the tornadoes a few minutes ago, and accidentally the YouTube switched to this live stream. Okay, no problem, Richard. You're welcome to pop in here. We talk about volcano stuff on the stream, and we try to give live streaming of what's going on, but it seems our feeds over there are not working so well, and as you can see, they're buffering on that one, and this one has gone really dark on us, and the other one is out of commission right now for some reason. They didn't want to have it on. I'm just trying to see which one that is. Okay, so yeah. Television Canaria, they are not running their stream right now. I don't know. I'm going to just double check and see if they started again. No, they still only have the one stream with just regular news on it. So we're missing one of the feeds that we had. So unfortunately, I think interest is swaying away from the volcano, and it's kind of a rough thing. Let me see if I can get the other one to stop buffering. And yeah, it says an error occurred. No kidding. La Palma TV. Let's go there again. Okay. Is that one buffering? No, but it has commercials on it. Neat. Let's see. Major Sammy. What the heck did Major Sammy say? Oh, Major Sammy is one of them. And when I say one of them, I refer to one of them bad ones. Spammer. And, let's see. Okay, live, no buffering. Let's see what happens. How long will it last? Oh, there we go. Spoke too soon. Going pretty quick when it does that. I don't know why, but it's unfortunate. So let's see. I'm just trying to keep up to what's going on in spammers. Linda, that's exactly it. They were Suzette, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Al Sanchez also made it in. Sandy Bird, I got you earlier there, so welcome. Joker Ace, as Mars cools, the mantle volume contracts, possibly keeping a few of them capable of a minor activity once in a while, once in a great while. True, Joker Ace, it could happen on Mars, and you're right. Things are contracting, and it's just like it's going to have a certain amount of movement that is always created when you have you've got gravitational pull and things like that from the sun and from other sources like Jupiter, and even its little moons are going to have a certain amount of pull, and that pull will always cause movement, and movement causes friction causes heat, and you get warming. On the Earth here, it's quite prevalent, so it's one of those things. Anyway, let's see, who else popped in here? I just seen somebody else zip in. Metal Rules, welcome back. Barbarian also here. Gravity's range is infinite. And yeah, gravity does a nice job. And you know, I get a kick out of the flat earthers when they say gravity, oh, that's just a theory, just a guess. And then I tell the guys, yeah, well, take this 15-pound cinder block and hold it right in front of you and make sure your toes are right underneath, and then let go of it. And if gravity is just a myth, I'm sure it won't hurt one bit. And that convinces them very quickly for some reason. Dominique, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And let's see. Okay, but it's just a newer hypothesis I saw somewhere once of the reason to keep exploring Mars geology. Joker Ace, yeah, there are different things that, you know, you would expect certain reactions over time, and it is pretty interesting. So I'm getting really tired of YouTube not sending out your notifications. Mars 2028, I can't help it, but I know what you mean. Like I said the other day, I got my notification that I was streaming about 5 hours after I finished streaming. So I'm kind of going, okay, what the heck is up with that, guys? You know, and not much I can do about it, unfortunately. And we got such poor views, really, really bugs me. Anyway, we'll slide back in the day here on this observatory cam real quick, because that's not a bad picture, so we can do that as long as I can find it. And of course, you see, we'll go back about an hour and 19 minutes actually, and kind of a nice glow there, and being lit up by the moonlight from above as well as from the volcano down below. And you can see actually that there's a lot less cloud up high, so we do have better conditions there. And this is about 2.5 hours ago, gets us into sunset time. And of course, again, just on the right side, you can see Venus, and it's pretty awesome. And I really kind of like the view here, where this is the cloud is getting lit up by the lava flow, but we're still really light up on top, and that is pretty awesome. So nice view from up and above, pretty awesome. So anyway, we'll put it back. This is about 3 hours ago, still pretty nice looking. 4 hours ago, and a lot more daylight, and again a lot less of that. We know our volcano is sitting right in behind that mound there, right there, and you see a lot less of this cloud is uplifting, and that of course is the cloud that's coming over the ridge. So we're not getting anywhere near as much output from that volcano, nor are we getting that much more heating, because it's not lifting those clouds up any higher than what they are right there. So looks pretty interesting. Going back another hour, and there you can still see, you know, some of the material lifting up, or the clouds, and not much though, not as high as it used to be going. So back another hour, and kind of the same thing again, rinse and repeat. And as we keep going hour by hour, we're seeing just about the same thing all the way along. There you do see a lot more of a black plume on this eruption here, so you see that. So it did shoot that material up for a while, and obviously you can see that black plume right there, pretty evident. We'll clear that off real quick, and we'll go back about a half an hour, see what it was doing then. We can still see it quite well, and that is a full 9 hours back, and we can see that stuff still heading out. And as we move back 10 hours ago, I wonder if that we're seeing some of the land back there as well within that plume. Going 11 hours, yeah, it might have been the land and just a cloud opening as well, so that's a possibility. 11 and a half hours, and then right back to the beginning. Yep, but we do see some gray material right there, so it is doing some, but not very much at all. This is probably the last time I'll ever have time for your show until after the finals. Well, Mars 2028, if you enjoy it today, that's great, and then I wish you the best of luck on your finals. I'm just curious, what are you taking, and what are you trying to achieve? You trying to get a doctorate in something, or just curious? That's always a question I've got. Want to know where people are going. No longer buffering, Bloxy Man 22, welcome. I'm glad to have you back on board. Juliana, I'm glad that you like it. Okay. Vicky, did somebody, I didn't see anybody named Vicky. Okay, I'm just, oh, okay, well, welcome Vicky. I didn't see you anywhere. There you are. And, whoa, somebody threw us. Dominique, have you, what do you have, lederhosen? Dominic, the answer right now was no. I did when I was a child. I definitely did. In Germany, you bet. I had my lederhosen, and of course that's the way everybody did. So anyway, I was trying to look. I'm studying cybersecurity. Okay, if you're studying cybersecurity, maybe you can tell me why Lucas is always able to get in the stream first. How come his electrons seem to be moving faster than everyone else's? Something to ponder there, Mars 2028. And thank you kindly for that super chat, Dominic. That's really appreciate the support. Thank you. Storm Chaser 1211, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Anyway, I'm going to put this back to live on this particular shot so we can see what the skies are doing above the volcano. And we do still see in this picture, we do still see that the volcano is indeed still erupting, and it is throwing off smoke and gas and so on, but we just don't have very good views of that tonight on the other streams, unfortunately, and not a heck of a lot we can do to fix that. The one from TV La Palma is buffering. It's been like that for quite some time. It's like they've got nobody looking after it. It is Saturday night, so maybe they don't have anybody on doing that thing. And so that's TV La Palma, and Canary TV or Television Canaria is shut there, is down for tonight. I don't know if that was on purpose or it just is what it is. Anyway, I'm looking at the time. It is time for me to take a break though. I'm going to leave it here on the observatory camera for right now. And I don't know if we're going to continue for a full stream here since we have such poor views. But I do need to try to get this other issue worked out to try to get my other camera to work on here for our Candy Cane Lane stream, And you know, here I have everything set up, and you or not YouTube, but Microsoft with their updates, everything is not working again after the updates. So really bizarre that they would do that. Anyway, for right now, I am going to say, hey, if you like what you've seen so far, please don't forget to hit that like button. And really do appreciate it, and it helps with the YouTube analytics to get things up and rising a little bit. And also, if you're new to the stream and you haven't subscribed and you do want to see more of what's going on in the future, please do hit that subscribe button as well as the bell notification. Although sometimes that bell notification doesn't work so well, thanks YouTube. As I have noticed, where, as I mentioned earlier, after five hours after finishing a stream, I finally get a notification saying that I'm starting a stream, and that's not very good, right? But anyway, on that friendly note, I'm going to go take a 5-minute breather, and then we'll come back and we'll see how much longer we're going to make this work. Lucas Snow says, my notifications always work and come on time. Okay, Lucas, well, you've got a pipeline into YouTube then, because something is going on. Food fight or Q&A? You guys be nice and have a Q&A, and Dream of a Hive, welcome. Oh, okay, moderators, please don't let them throw any food around. They get too rowdy and it's too much of a mess. I'm your host, DrFox2000. I will be back in 5 minutes. Don't go away. Thank you. Okay, I have the microphone back on, and I hope I didn't scare anyone this time. Let's see, I need to change that. There we go. Okay, so glad to have everyone on board, and you are indeed watching the Volcano Eruption live stream. And I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. We are on our second half hour, and not sure if we're gonna go do a full 2-hour stream today. Maybe we're gonna do an hour and a half or something like that. Anyway, did want to, because I'm doing that, we're gonna go do the bacon seeds now, and this way we get that kind of out of the way, and then we'll look at some earthquake slash volcano eruption correlation, if you will, of sorts, and we'll see how that transcribes or works out. So we'll see what's happening. Anyway, we'll get over to the bacon seeds, and we will do that right now. QW, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And here we go. So for those who are not familiar with the bacon seed thing, we know that you know, when the lava is flowing down a hill, it does look like bacon. And of course, to get bacon, you have to have bacon seeds, right? And it is all cool. So anyway, going into seeing our first bacon seed. And of course, you don't get bacon seeds from big pigs, you get it from little ones, from little bacon seed pigs. And there's our first one. This is a little wildish boar, and I think he's kind of cute being out there, but you know, his tail isn't round, curly. I wonder who pulled on it and made it straight. Piggy, you got any suggestions? And yeah, QW, let's keep it in English, please. In here would be great. This is an English speaking stream, and that way everyone can communicate properly, and we would be really happy about that. Let's see. Okay, and here's a couple friendly fellers that I think we might have seen them trucking in some other directions before, but they're still out happy and about with their wonderful happy looks. These guys do honestly look happy. You know, they don't look like they're suffering or anything like that. They look like they're out having a good time, and that is really important. Makes piggies happy. So yeah, it looks awesome. Off to the, oh, you're going to the Christmas parade? Well, that's a good thing, Al. Take it easy and enjoy your Christmas parade. Satronics, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And here's our last bacon shot of the day. And that bacon seed is curious about what that guy with the camera is doing, and thinking, hey, can I eat that camera? And looks pretty cool. It's a snow pig. Pig's off to the parade. Okay, piggy's off to the parade. I suppose. Anyway, they're having fun. Okay, so getting that out of the way, we'll go back to our volcano for a second, see what our view looks like. And this is from the harbor, of course, and we are not seeing very much at all. The wind and everything is blowing the smoke and material towards the camera view anyway, and burying the cone completely in cloud, and we can't see what's going on. So obviously it's there, but it's not doing what it should be. This one is still going for right now. I'm surprised it hasn't buffered that much yet, and we may be able to leave it here for a few minutes. But you can see that the lava flow is coming down very nicely and continuing to head out towards the ocean to the west, and the cone is up in here somewhere. We just can't see it. So that's what's going on there. And I think we can use this one for a little while now that we can see it. Anyway, I did want to talk about the correlation between certain streams here. I'm going to see if I can get this up on my display. Need to split it first so you guys can take a look at that. Dr. Fox, I checked some other video volcano streams during your break. You can see the lava at better at Kilauea than at La Palma. Yeah, thanks Mars 2028. Yeah, that's almost true. I think it's true. Anyway, I wanted to get over onto one of the other streams here, or shots. I wanted to see what if we can if I can find it. What the heck did I do with it? Nope, not that one. Might be this one. Kill that. Nope. Kill that one. Nope. Why is that on there twice? Okay, remove one of them. There we go. And nope, that one's not working. I hate when things disappear on me. There it is. I found it. Okay. It's not really disappearing, but anyway, we'll get this on the screen, and then we're going to talk about this, a little bit of a correlation. You don't think it's live? We see cars going by every once in a while, and the clouds are moving, so watch the cars. It's hesitating is what it is. And they're just a few frames per second, so it's unfortunate that it's not very nice flowing. There must be a lot of internet lag or something for them. Anyway, we're going to go to this other screen here, and this of course shows our material as we see it. Actually, I should refresh it because I did this earlier. So I'm going to refresh it real quick. It won't take long to get back up on the screen. And then we will shorten our time period down a bunch. And somewhere around, well, we'll back up a little bit here. I want to keep it to maybe about, no, a little bit further. Well, too far. There, that'll work right there. Okay, so what I kind of want to suggest here, and actually was talking with our volcano expert and volcanologist Yvonne Kunkel earlier, and we were talking about the time delay on what's going on with the material coming up. So what I wanted to kind of look at here, like you see these here, and these are between 30 and 40 kilometers down. And what happens if you count how many there are and roughly kind of look at it, it takes time for that material to travel upward. And it's typically between 2 and 3 days here. And you take a look at this. This is where most of this material erupted. So that's what we've got going on. And if you kind of try to correlate some of it, and some it's faster, others is slower. If you see here, and you take that up a couple of days, you get to this one, you see this here, go up, you get to that one. So that's kind of the thing that's going on here. When you see it down on the bottom and then it moves back up. So and then again from this period to get to the top, because we're traveling another 10 kilometers, it may take another day or so for it to do that. And this is something that, you know, if you take a look at the entire graph and try to plot it out, you will see that it does do that. So from the lower area to the upper area, and then from the upper area out, there's always a certain amount of time involved there. And given enough of these quakes and enough correlation, you can see what is going on when that pours out. So that chart looks like it needs some pimple cream. Yeah, sure. It is what it is, but it's interesting to see that. The other thing that we need to look at is, let's see, where's my mouse? Yeah, there's a mouse here. All right, down in here, you notice we had 46 tremors or earthquakes in total. 10 of them were above 3. Okay, the rest were all below 3. When we go here, we only had 16 in the last 24 hours there, and again, none of them were over a magnitude of 3. So you see what's going on here, and we get very little down on the bottom here. So our next ones are going to be very little in the top. So the next day or two, we're not going to see anything flowing. I literally ran into the house, slammed the door from work. Paul Zilla, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And glad to have you in there. Hope you didn't disturb anyone. I lost my mind years ago. Oh, I don't mind. I know. Bad joke. Okay, so that's kind of a correlation between the two, and makes you wonder what's going on. Anyway, we did talk about earthquakes here, so we got a couple minutes before it is break time, so I'm going to get back to the earthquakes. On the map, of course, you can see here. I don't know if I want to, yeah, I better refresh this. This is a couple hours old, sorry. I should be doing that beforehand. While that one is doing that, I'm going to go over to locate my other one and refresh it as well, if I can find where the heck it went in all my open windows. I know it's here somewhere, and don't see it. Where's my 3D? All right, what the heck happened to it? Oh, that's not it. Oh, I think I found it. I think I spotted it. If we click on that one, yeah, I found it. All right, we'll get that one refreshed. While it's doing that, we'll go back over to the other one here. And real quick, just look at this. So we do see there's one little guy over here on Tenerife, and that was a 1.4, and that happened yesterday. So really not much there. And if we zoom in a little bit, that swarm is not as thick as it used to be. And of course that is for the past 3 days as we see it there. And really nothing major happening. And when we look here, you see everything is less than 3. 2.9s were the biggest ones at 9:10 a.m. and not very many of them. And where's our clock changeover? Right here. So the last one we had from yesterday at 23:52 was a 3.5, and from then on we've had nothing as far as big ones. So 2.8s and higher. So what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 earthquakes. So 16 quakes in total, and out of that there were 2 that were down in the lower playground area. And that was the first one of the day, and then of course this 2.8 at 1651. So the rest were all up in the upper playground or upper area, and those will then probably produce a little bit of lava for tomorrow or the next day in the wee hours. We'll see what happens. Interesting though that it does that. Let's get over to the other one so we can kind of see some depths. So I do have it set on 24 hours. We'll zoom in a little bit so we get a little closer. And there's everything that happened in the 24 hours. Again, if we go first, click on 4+, we don't see anything. Hit 3+ in the last 24 hours. It's calculated a little bit differently. So 23 hours ago, yeah, 24. So these are just still within that time period for this clock. And again, 16 kilometers down, it gives you a pretty good idea. This one's 16 down. This is 24 hours ago, 17 kilometers down, 14 kilometers down. So those ones, we're going to see the reaction to them probably by tomorrow, and see some lava come up out of our volcano. If we add the 2s and up from there, you do see a bunch of them, but it's not going to make much of a difference as far as the numbers, especially if they're older. So anyway, we may not see too much lava, but we'll see some, right? So that's kind of what it looks like there on, whoa, hang on. Why am I still on this one? My bad, I should have switched. There we go, we'll do this again. Silly me. All right, I got it fixed. Anyway, my bad, I thought it was switched. Anyway, this is what I was talking about here. So these are just right at that 24 hour mark. And my bad for that one. And here's your 2s added in. I thought I had switched it, but apparently it didn't switch over for me when I clicked the button. So anyway, it gives you the idea of what's going on. We don't really have that many earthquakes, so things are starting to slow down. Smoke and what? Durin Rock. Nice. Okay. Let's see. Kim no loves me anymore. What? What? Kim no loves you anymore? What's wrong with Kim Brown? Don't be sniffing over here. I swear, since my steel toes. Oh boy. You guys, I don't know what's going on there. Those steel-toed boots may smell funny. What are they made of? My socks were fresh this morning. They aren't fresh now. Yeah. Okay, Kim. We don't want to know. Open the door. Zilla gets a shower. You sniff bad. Or what? Oh, be back in 6 minutes. Need to. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we don't need to know that. TMI. Too much information. Anyway. Let's see what we got going on here. How much buffering we got. And we do still see some lights moving, cars driving, although they are moving very slowly. So I think we're maybe getting 2 frames a second or something here. Maybe 1 frame a second, I don't know. So their digital frame rate is way down. And it's choppy TV time, I guess. But we are looking at the break, and I think what I am going to do is we're going to shorten the stream by a half an hour today. So we'll do another half hour, and then we'll see what I can do to get myself ready for the stream tonight, because I still have to figure out how to get my display working properly, since the Windows update messed everything up again. And of course it's this Windows Edge that is driving me off the edge, Microsoft Edge. It is one of the worst things that I've ever seen as far as trying to connect cameras to. And, you know, they swear, oh, it works, it works. Yeah, except for it wants to go somewhere to some Google Chrome store, which has nothing to do with Microsoft Edge, and download a web driver for the camera from the wrong source. And yeah, Windows is bad. Windows is garbage, is what it is. And it really drives me nuts when it does that. Anyway, let's not gripe about that so much. For those who are in here, if you are enjoying the stream and you like what you're seeing so far, please do not hesitate to hit that like button. It really does help out. Even with YouTube's slow analytics, it certainly does help. And if you are new and you like the Volcano stream and you want to see more volcano action, by all means, do hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. And hopefully YouTube will notify you then when we do go live. Also wanted to add that we are planning to do a Candy Cane Lane run tonight. And that means we're definitely going out. And I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to be doing it. 6:30, something like that, my time. I did clean the windows in the van. And I did get the laptop up here. And I do have Plan A, Plan B, and then if we have to make it Plan C, we will also have that. So no matter what, it's going to be a stream, and it's going to be a go-ahead unless we get accident or something there. You're shooting, shortening the stream by half an hour? Absolutely, Kim. Absolutely. And you're welcome to watch the Candy Cane Lane stream later on, though. Did you get the window fixed? Yes, I cleaned all the nose prints off the windows, Piggy. Thank you. They're spotless right now, so please. And the seats are clean. And I took all the wrappers out of there that you guys left behind, and the cookie crumbs, I even vacuumed those up. So we should be good to go for a whole pile of people to pile on in. A food fight, Al, don't do that. Cucumber ready for lunch, Piggy. Look out, yes, what? All right. I think Al needs to be timed out for 30 seconds or something. Anyway, I'm going to go take that break. Please keep smiling, keep laughing, keep being happy, with the exception of Kim Raudenbush. And I will be back in 5 minutes, you guys. Don't go away. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Bye for now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the microphone back on, and you are watching the Volcano Eruption live stream. Unfortunately, our visibilities are very poor. That's why we are seeing it from the observatory right now. And of course, our volcano is, if we're looking at it, down in here, and you see all that whitish cloud there? That is the problem. And the cameras are located off to the side here behind the mountain, looking at the volcano, and of course it's going through all that material that is airborne, and it makes it very, very difficult to see anything. So when we look at it, this is what we're seeing, unfortunately, and the other one is still buffering on occasion, and it does show you a little bit of that material going up. One of the things, if you kind of in between buffering, you see which way that cloud is heading upward, and it seems to be going up in that kind of a direction. So we're seeing everything sit up there right above it, and it makes it really difficult to see much of anything. So let's pop over to our 3D maps, and here is our lava flow indicator, and I'll see if we can get onto that one. There we go. And again, if we swing that around a little bit and zoom out, you can see that's La Palma there, and 3D map. You can get to these ones. The link is up there in the chat right now, and you can see where the volcano was started from, and the material that it's pushed down, and the flows. This is Mount La Laguna and Mount Todoki, both extinct volcanoes. And here is the latest lava flow that had come down here, and we were watching it in this area actually, and I think it was flowing right around here was the latest that we seen. Again, the lighthouse is out here, so it's still not in perils, and we're all good with that. But it does show you what's been going on there, and that I do believe that the newer stuff came down here. So we have a little bit of a island in between again. So that is it's one of those things. Hopefully it won't do too much more destruction, and this will soon be over. And by the looks of things, it could very well be. And I don't know how much longer we're going to give it as far as this thing being able to erupt, but it is certainly slowing down. If we go in the other view here, we can actually get rid of this side panel, and this is what we were talking about here, that I do believe it's over right in here that it came down and left a little chunk in the middle. So it may have flowed right in that path. And again, they didn't update this, but this does show where the newest material was. And let's see if we can push that back. Yeah, our lighthouse is out here, so not to fear, it is doing what it's doing. And that's still showing pretty well there. I'm gonna see if I can get that up to the vents. And they are still depicting the newer vents that we had in red and the old vents in yellow. So that is pretty cool. Okay, yeah. QW, please kind of let's just remind you that this is a family rated channel. Okay, when you make comments like that, it's not good. So anyhow, you see our vents. It gives you the idea of what's going on, and I don't know if we really need to look at the lava flow stream here, but I'll let it run anyway, just for those who haven't seen it. And it does show you. We can make that a little bigger. There we go. This is the progression over time. You see the dates down on the bottom and the calendar moving along as the lava flow increases. and it gives you a pretty good idea what came on what date, and that gets us pretty much current. And we didn't see anything new in the last several days, nothing major anyway as far as new flows were concerned. So it is what it is. And let's see, where else did we want to go? I think from there we want to go to another buffering camera. Hey, why don't we do that? Wow. Yep, that one's buffering too. So I can't do much with that. We will put it on here. I will try to refresh that and see if that one maybe is off now, or they're still looking for things. Okay, skip that and try it. Oh, it might work. 210, no, 2010, that'd be about 7 minutes ago. That might still work, but anyway, that's kind of what we had there looking at it. If we back up a bunch of hours here, we can actually use that. So this is what Iceland is looking like right now. This is about 6 hours ago almost. Let's move to 7 hours ago roughly. And definitely looks like we got snow and stuff happening 8 hours ago. Not looking very happy and chipper up in the background there. I'm thinking somebody's getting snowed on. And if we move back a little bit more, you can see there is some spots on the actual lens here, so it's telling you that we did have some more snow. One of the things I do want to kind of mention here, you see the lava field, and that's the eastern part of Meridalia, and it is definitely starting to get snow accumulation on top. That's usually a good indicator that things are cooling down to the point where it is really cooling down, and we're not going to see too much more heat coming from that. So it's turning into ground, you know, regular cold material. And yeah, there you can kind of see on the screen we did have that droplet there. Anyway, while that is there, I did want to go refresh the rumble chart real quick, which is our harmonic tremor chart for Iceland. And I'll let you keep looking at this one, and I will also update a couple of the other ones here real quick, just so we have the actual latest and greatest, and that way we're not worrying about if we have something wrong. We'll have it at the right time, right place, and all that nice stuff. So anyway, okay, so we can pop over to this is the latest rumble chart, and this is amazing for Fragra del Fiol, Ragnar, and I'm surprised we're not seeing anything. So pipes are closed, and they probably closed up and are not going to flow again for a little while. We are over the 4,000 mark. There's our magic line, but we're not seeing any lava. And when that's happening and all the pipes are shut, I'm wondering if it's starting to build pressure up somewhere, and are we going to see something pop up somewhere? So it's really kind of weird, interesting, but weird. All right. And then if we pop over to our earthquakes, and of course here we see the entirety of Iceland, and there you can see it. We'll start out with up in the north real quick and see what's going on. Most of that is, well, these are some newer ones here. This is from today, 9 kilometers down, 1.2 I mean, at 3:21 a.m. If we go up to this one a little further out, 5:59 a.m., 11 kilometers down, 1.2 as well. Probably about the same here, 1.2, 9 clicks down, 3:21. And then we got this really big one here, 2.4 at 5:48 a.m., 11 kilometers down, And there's a tiny little one also happened, a 1, and that was at 5:50, so about 4 minutes away from the other one. Not sure if that's going to indicate anything up north there, just a little bit of movement. If we zoom into our area of Astja, that is this volcano crater here, and Astja is not doing a whole bunch of things here. Adele, I don't know what's happening, because my audio is good, my bit rate is good. Not sure what's going on. So anyway, Astja, right there, nothing happening. Everything is old and stale, and even this area here, everything seems to have subsided to a degree. If we get over onto this area, Grimsvatn is here, and we are seeing mostly old material, old quakes from a day or two ago. This was from the 10th, and this is new though, right here, and that happened today at 12 or just about 1 p.m. at 1.8, 8 kilometers down. Makes a guy wonder what's going on, but that's the only thing that we're really seeing there. Everything else is older. So things have calmed down out here at Grimsvatn, and it's not looking like it's going to do anything more. We will continue to keep an eye on it though, because that can potentially be a big volcano if it does go. When we're looking down here, again, nothing new. Going over to Hekla, and Hekla has just got a couple little spots. I think that might be yesterday. No, today's 10 kilometers down, 1 magnitude, 8:53 a.m. And then we got a couple more here, little ones right in the Hekla regime here. 2 p.m., 1.1, 6 kilometers down. The other one is 1.1, 6 kilometers down at 9:16 a.m. Then we see a couple weird ones over here, which is a little odd. 1 kilometer down, 1.2. Interesting. 1 kilometer down, a 1. And 9:17 is the time on that one. What was the time on the other one? I missed it. 5:31 in the morning. Not 100% sure which volcano that actually would be. So Hekla is here. Let's see what's on there. So if we Hekla, there's nothing here. I don't know. I don't know why it would have an earthquake there. Weird. Okay, so we'll zoom out, and we'll see what's happening on the Reykjanes Peninsula. And of course that's the Reykjanes Peninsula here. And just to give you a lay of the land real quick, capital city of Reykjavik is right there. This is Keflavik, the airport. And if we zoom in down here, the town of Grindavik, and the Blue Lagoon is right here. For those who don't know, we can zoom in a little bit more. You can see the parking lot and the Blue Lagoon facilities, and the lagoons themselves, and the power plant is right here. And these are a lot of the old earthquakes that we've seen, and that has all subsided. Before we get over to our stuff, we're going to look at this little swarm again. And we've seen it swarm in this area before multiple times. 11:10 a.m., 1.7, 5 kilometers down, 1.4, 11:33, 5 kilometers down. And the list goes on here with these. They're all 11:21, 1.7, 5 clicks down. So something is happening, and you got to remember this is right on the Reykjanes Ridge. And basically you've got the on this side is the North American plate, and on this side is the Eurasian plate. Okay, and the fault is basically right in the middle here, and you're getting some movement or uplift on that fault. So that's what we're seeing there. Anyway, let's go over to our a wonderful volcano, Ragnar, and let's zoom in on that area. Ragnar is sitting right around here, okay, and this is Geldingadalur, this is Meridalur, and the area that we seen right there off the camera view. So that whole area here is Meridalur, and this is what they call Southern Meridalur. And down here, the lake in the valley that does not exist anymore. That lake, it's a seasonal lake anyway, but all the runoff typically went to that point in the spring, and it sat there and created a little bit of a pond. But that is now buried under about 15 to 20 meters of lava. So all good. Anyway, the other side here, so this is not Hagi and this is not Creaky as far as the areas, and the lava flow came down out of Geldingadalur this way, down the hill here and into the valley, or on this side where it came in here, or off the slopes as it went around the other berm way back. But as far as earthquakes, we don't see a heck of a lot over here. This is from yesterday. Closest vantage point here, Storykruger, or Big Ram as they call it, is right there. And that one was almost where that camera view is coming from, or would have looked right over it, but nothing happening, and they were looking in this general direction with the camera. So I'm not sure if they were expecting something to happen. This stuff that we had out by this lake seems to have calmed down. This one is from yesterday, I believe. Yeah, one. And this may be yesterday's as well. I don't know. No, happened today. 0.9, 5 kilometers down at 13:33, and so 1:30 in the afternoon, Iceland time. So why are we seeing such a major uptick in our rumble chart? Oh, hang on. There we are. In there. This is still a mystery to me. And of course, I'm wondering why we're not seeing something happening. So we do have lava movement. It's not able to come up. And maybe we are going to see a surprise somewhere along the way. You never know. All of a sudden we'll get a major amount of earthquakes happening, or we could just have it all of a sudden pop up out of nowhere. So very interesting to see what's going on in that area, and we're definitely going to keep an eye on it. The other one that we did want to kind of go back to here for a second is the chart. I did want to scroll down to see what is happening at Grimsvötn, and that would be where are we here? One more. That's this chart here, and Grimsfjall, and this is showing that everything is down fairly far. We are still seeing a lot of these spikes are because the little earthquakes that they were having because of the ice melting, that was creating a lot of these little spikes here. So obviously things have shifted somewhat, but we're not seeing anything come up, which is kind of, I mean, it's good in a way, bad in a way, right? I like volcanoes, but I don't know. Dr. Fox seems like the chart trending up. It happens before, but nothing happened. And yeah, something that we do want to kind of mention here, and this is something, my discussions with Yvonne when we were talking about the lava tubes and stuff, and she mentioned, you know, after about 14-15 days, your typical lava tube will have collapsed, or your piping that's coming up, the plumbing would have basically destroyed itself, and it may not be able to find a path upward. and it may be creating more chambers. It may be filling chambers, and if those chambers are down a little ways, it can do that for a while, and then we may not see anything if there isn't enough pressure on it. For a long time, we may not see anything happen. It may create its own little cocoon and just not allow that lava to flow up and outward through any cracks or anything like that. So this is something that we got to bear in mind with all of these, and that includes the La Palma one. So if we don't see lava flowing, for about 14, 15 days, you can pretty much assume that the tubes or columns that were feeding it have broken down and collapsed and aren't allowing lava to pass anymore, and the pressure is not significant enough down below to force that lava back up. In other words, it's out of gas, and it's out of get up and go. So anyway, let's get back to our things at hand, and yeah, we see the haze off in the distance on that view, and we see this one doing its thing. As I did say, I wanted to shut down a half an hour early, and we are at that half-hour point. And so we've done an hour and a half of a stream today. I actually had it on for an hour and 44 minutes already, but only not quite completely. Dr. Fox, you're a very smart guy. Thanks very much. Thanks, Bob. Hawaii. Oh, you want to see Hawaii? Oh, come on. There's nothing in Hawaii. Hawaii doesn't have anything. Or does it? Oh, hey, look. I found a flux capacitor. It's in Hawaii. Let's see. We'll go to refresh that. So that was from the 10th at 1841 is when that photo was taken. And we'll refresh that one real quick here. And this is the beautiful view that we have right now of Kilauea, and that is definitely in Hawaii. It almost looks like that lava rose a little bit. I don't know. Did the levels go up a little bit in there? To me, it looks like that bowl is a little bit fuller than it was before. Maybe that's just me. Well, I think it is. I think it went up a little bit. Yeah, it is pretty. I wish I was there, Paulzilla. And standing right beside the camera taking pictures. Well, I'd maybe move over to the left a little bit. That smoke is coming up there, so I don't like that. Dr. Fox needs a sort his bits out to be able to stream Candy Cane Lane for us. Yeah, I do need to figure that out. Like I say, we'll have to stick with Plan B and Plan C, or I'm hoping Plan A is going to work. Such a loyalty, what lovely community here. Reptilos, yeah, you're right. We are a good community. We do have a very good group of people here, and it is kind. We are easygoing. We are hospitable, and we like doing what we're doing. So, it's a passion to see these things happening. Anyway, I'm going to try to refresh this one real quick, just so we have it. And I'll zoom it out, and there you go. So there's your Hawaii chain, the big island of Hawaii. You've got Maui here, you've got Honolulu. Boy, I can't even talk. Got 12 bubbles, mixing my merds. My merds are mixed. Balking tackwards, something like that. Okay, try to get back, zoom back in. And of course we still see our swarm here as usual, so it's not doing anything weird or strange. That swarm continues, We don't see anything newer out at Loihi, the seamount. This one here, by the way, it will probably be the next Hawaiian island if it does progress. So that's what we're thinking. Anyway, as we zoom in a little bit and we get right into, this is the crater of Kilauea, and you can see all these little icons on the page here. And what that's all about on the USGS site, of course, is that they have 4 cameras that are monitoring it, as well as gas metering, GPS, as in movement of the whole area, and then tilt meters to see if anything is shifting. So if you're getting any upheaval or anything like that. But that's your bowl right there. That's what we looked at in that picture. And that's what you see. So you can, on that map, you can click on these things and you can get various information. So if you do go there, it's all there for your perusal, and knock yourself out. They did upgrade it to an orange watch. I don't know if I can, no, I can't, it won't show it that way. Down on the bottom there, it gives you the orange watch. Down here it tells you when they activated that, and that was it's saying at 1909 on the 11th. It is still in an orange watch, so not a yellow and not a red, so we're okay both ways. So anyhow, I'm gonna leave that as that, and we will go back to what we can see here. And I think I am going to get to the end of it here, and I am just about out of time to begin with here, so maybe 15 minutes. Hopefully I will be able to find my proper drivers and get my stuff going. What? Ouch, my reading is high again. Oh, why are you... Oh, don't have high readings. Thank you, Dr. Fox and the mods, for a great stream, and I thank every one of you for being here. I really do, and hopefully you guys will join us on the Candy Cane Lane ride tonight, and we're going to try to get a different camera working on here, and I'm hoping I'm going to be able to get it working properly. So keeping fingers crossed. And keep smiling, you guys, and we'll see what we can do to get things up and running. So it'll be somewhere 6:37 my time when we get out there and start streaming. So if you are subscribed, you should receive a notification at least within the next 24 hours from YouTube. And Hey, Dr. Fox. Hey, Candy Cane Lane gang. Sorry I'm late. Miss Lobo Bob, you're not... no worries. Don't worry about being late. You're here. Good luck, Dr. Fox. Thanks, and hopefully we'll see you later. Good night, all. Thanks, Linda, and have yourself a good night if we don't see you. And that's the plan for tonight. So for all those people... you can pop back in there and have a look at the Candy Cane Lane thing. I'm going to try to do it so we get it streaming in 1080p, and hopefully everything will work out. But I can't guarantee that everything will work out. It's just, it is what it is. Trying my darndest to make it work though. So anyway, on that friendly note, I'm going to say take care, everyone, and be good. Keep smiling. If you haven't hit that like button yet, do consider hitting it before you leave. And also wanted to mention, yep, the Candy Cane Lane stream is on tonight, somewhere around 6:30 or so, my time. We'll see, and that should be in about 3 hours or a little less than that, somewhere around there, and we will give it a whirl. So all good, and take care, and we will see everyone later. And for those who aren't going to be here, just please remember, actually for everyone, tell your loved ones you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Take care. See you at the Candy Cane Lane stream later. Bye for now. Oink, oink. Did I forget to go oink, oink? Oink. I did it. I went oink. Thank you. See you guys. Oink.